We're back with Wormhole Extremists. My name is David. I'm with Evie
Hello?
and Nicole
Hello.
and Area 51.
We're about to see the chair, guys. About
The
to see the
chair.
chair from the
Oh yeah, the
gamekeeper.
Ah, there it
the Avatar and
is.
Gamekeeper chair. Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I love that. I love that it's like, hey, this is where we're storing all our stuff. Let's remember all these little
Yes.
things
We've
and
got a
then get to the
communication
mirror.
ball.
Can I just say this is the most
Yes.
amazing intro for an episode, in my opinion, in terms of like, it's very mysterious
It's
and you're like,
cool.
whoa, we're
It is
back
very
to
cool.
this.
Yeah.
So
Also, interesting to note that you can hear the sound transmitting through the mirror. You can't later on, but I'll bring it up
Oh,
again.
good point.
Oh yeah.
Look at you. I suppose we're trying to hear what they're saying, so.
Yeah.
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 I'm gonna go with that.
And, like, it's intelligent. Like, it knows that there's someone else coming, so it'll wait on transmitting the other person until they're both ready. I love how he drops the pin on this side after it's detonated on the other side. Oh,
I'm just so excited to see Jay Ackervone again.
yeah.
It's me too. I just want to say,
I've just yep.
oh no, I'm very quickly, Evie. Evie and I have
I
only
was just
seen
gonna say I like to
a
call
couple
him
episodes together, so
my favorite minute major because he's only really a major for a
for
minute.
a minute. No, you're right.
Yeah.
I think you and I have only seen Divide and Conquer and Mobius 1 and 2 together. We never watched any other episodes of Stargate before now, and they were like shipping episodes. So I'm glad we're sitting right down to watch
Yes.
another shipping episode together.
Yes, I'm excited,
excited.
guys. I'm excited.
I would have loved to have seen more episodes like this, but I get, they've done it, so they're moving along, so.
Yeah, such a good
Yeah.
episode
And they
though.
supposedly order the mirror destroyed.
I was gonna say
Yeah.
this is the last time that we see the quantum mirror.
Yep.
Allegedly.
Yeah, because in Ripple Effect, Bill's like, "Oh, team don't have the mirror to send them all back," and it's like,
Yeah.
"Yeah, good point."
It's also kind of fun to think that Daniel has helped save Earth twice with the quantum mirror. So
Yeah, 'cause he is
like
the best.
he saved our reality in there, but for the grace of God,
Yep.
and Dr.
Yep.
Carter's reality in this episode.
Yep.
Yep.
It's also fun to know that Amanda Tapping was nominated for a Leo Award for Best Performance in a Dramatic Series. So
For this episode,
I guess for this episode. But the
Wow.
question is, which one of her was nominated?
I was gonna say, yeah. See, she was working overtime.
That's
Yes.
funny.
I love when actors get to play more than like one role, play like other versions of themselves in TV. I think it's a really fun way to
Yes.
play.
Ah.
So good.
Yes.
So great. Whoa. What a great moment.
It's not what you think.
Yeah, he knows, darling. Oh.
And not necessarily in love with me yet.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It was always like
Look at it.
Thank you for saying
something.
yet.
Yeah, thank you.
This is Major Kowalski.
I think Evie and I are gonna have a lot to say when this
Mhm.
episode ends. So
Mhm.
Kowalski's one of my favorites. He's like one of the top 5 people I always want to see, and I'm
I
always sad when he's not
know.
around. I'm so
Mhm.
glad he comes back in Mobius. Nothing brings me more
Yes.
joy.
Mm-mm.
I know. I totally agree. I love seeing him too.
I'm sick and tired
And
of
it's
him dying,
amazing
though.
because he was only in the first episode for like the shortest amount of time, and he just made
Yeah.
such a massive impact.
Yep.
I was thrilled.
He was
to
just one
have
of
him
those
on the
guys we
show.
lost too soon.
Yep,
Yeah.
absolutely. And that's why they kept on bringing him back.
Yeah.
So I was curious to the meaning of fussed that Jack
Fussed.
said.
Yeah.
Fussed.
I use it a lot as
so
a way to
it's-
not say the other word.
So the official definition is to waste time idle or busy oneself aimlessly. So he's kind of trivializing Daniel's horrible experience in the alternate reality,
Yeah.
which is very Jack-like. And this is Peter DeLuise who is interviewing Sam.
Yep.
Which is very cool.
I love the
So
way
it's
that
his
the
cameo.
continuum film kind of does this again with
Yes,
the yelling
and
at
then
the
it
camera,
resets.
being like, "I've done this before." It makes me really happy.
What do you guys think the A in SGA stands for? Do you think it's like association,
Association.
agency?
Association.
Oh,
Yeah, I'm
Yeah.
pretty sure it's association. Look at Sam's
this.
reaction. It's like, how am I supposed to take this?
horrible that, you know, what was happening in There But for the Grace of God is back. And, you know,
Yeah.
it's happened to numerous realities we just never got to see.
Yeah.
Messed up.
Yep.
There are many realities.
Alternate squared.
Yeah.
He and Teal'c are the ones who have a problem wrapping their
Yeah.
brains around which reality is real. And this is a conversation that I had with Rob Cooper. He's like, you know, we didn't like to do this because it lessened the blow of the
Yeah.
prominence of our reality. If Dr. Fraser dies in this one, and then a couple of years later we just bring another one through, oh, it's okay. She exists in parallel realities, so her death
Yeah.
wasn't as, you know, impactful.
Yeah, no, I get that. That's a tricky line to walk as a writer.
You just
The
agree
alternate
with
reality
yourself.
thing is pretty can be pretty twisted in a way, because it's like we care so much about this one, but all the other ones that have died are basically the exact same thing as this one, just slightly different events. So their lives don't matter any less than these ones.
Mitchell echoes this line right here. Is it possible that there's a reality out there, you know, such and such? And that,
Yeah.
I think in that case it was about Amy Vandenberg. So
Yeah. I remember something along those lines.
Yeah.
I love the way he loses it when he sees Teal'c, because Teal'c's always the
Yeah.
one leading the
Well,
just
leading
let
the
it
Yeah, for
attack.
charge.
obvious reason.
Yeah.
But it's the Teal'c that he knows only without the flavor saver.
You're talking about the goatee,
Yes.
the little soul
the
patch thing?
flavor
Yeah.
saver. That's disgusting.
Evie, that is horrible. And I love
Gross.
it. That is great. I can't wait to use that with other people.
Is that an Australian thing?
I think it is. I love it so much. Wow, I'm gonna tell Petra about that, and then he's gonna say it in your accent forever. So enjoy that.
Oh my gosh. Yeah. Like as in picking it out of your goatee and enjoying it.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Air Force.
So,
Her hair
Hammond's
is
about
not
to-
it.
Hammond's about to misidentify the quantum mirror planet of origin.
Oh, yeah?
He
Oh.
says P3X233 instead of PSR233.
Yeah.
PSR. Did you say PSR?
No, he says P3X.
Well, then
it
where's-
should be
what-
PSR233.
What's PSR 233?
That's
That's
the
the
planet designation of where the quantum mirror was found.
From-
He
according to
misidentified it. According to Gate World.
Gate World? Are you sure?
Yeah, I'm pretty sure. Yeah.
PSR? S is in Sam, R is in Robert?
Yeah.
I'm not seeing it.
I don't know anything, so I'm nope. I'm
Okay,
just gonna
we'll have
happily
to talk
agree with
about
Evie
that
and move
later.
on.
All right, move
Yep.
on. Yeah.
Oh, what a good
Whoa.
Sam's just being logical. Sam, chill out.
No, you made a contribution.
She's sassing
Just
herself, though.
Sam's. We're all this reality.
It would have been amazing if Kowalski could have stayed.
Mhm.
Oh, I would have loved it. It's not feasible, but it would have been so good.
Yeah,
They have a
I
whole
agree.
planet to fix.
Yeah. It's kind of messed up that they've both like run through the mirror and like left Earth completely. But as far as they're concerned, you know, there's nothing they can do about saving Earth. So they've had to run. They probably don't feel good about themselves at all right now. Like it's a bad day to be them.
I love the look.
Guys,
on
I just
face.
realized I made a mistake. It's P3R233.
I thought it
Ah,
was.
okay.
Yeah.
I thought it was a 3. I thought you were right with the
I've
R.
put
Bad,
an F
even
in my
bad.
nose instead of a 3. So my mistake.
No, you're fine.
I didn't want to argue with either of you,
But
so I went.
Hammond still had it wrong.
He did
Did,
indeed.
and you were right about that.
These shots are just a little too fuzzy for my taste.
Yeah, just a little bit.
Yeah,
but
just a
you know
tiny
what? It's
bit.
not terrible
It's
though.
No,
passable.
it's not. Yeah.
It's not like Tin Man bad, where it was
Yeah.
like where the two Sams. Oh, it was terrible.
I think we just missed as well a little tiny bit of the Sam and Jack love theme.
Oh.
Oh yeah, just a smidge.
Yeah, just a smidge.
But don't worry,
Is
it's
this
gonna
the
continue full
first
force.
episode or the second episode that features it?
This is the first one that features it, I believe.
First one. Okay.
Because I would have
Oh.
brought it up sooner if it came on sooner.
Yeah, it is a beautiful piece of music.
Yeah.
It's a great piece of music.
I actually
my favorites
found
from
our friend Brazat, he has a video on YouTube where he's transcribed the score. It's from like a couple of
Amazing.
years ago. It's really cool.
Transcribed it into notes?
Yeah.
Really?
I really want this
Yeah, because he's a
photo
musician. So
blown up and put in a photo frame so I can put it up on my wall.
Really?
Oh.
All right.
Yeah, I tried to
Yep,
buy it off
agreed.
someone was selling them at a convention I was at, but they weren't selling them individually. They were like getting them signed by RDA first,
Oh,
and then coming
jeez.
back and charging you way more for them. And I was like, that's
Wow.
No.
I
I'm
couldn't
sure
buy
you
them on
can
their
get it
own.
somewhere. You can get like a postcard of it somewhere.
Yeah,
I
just
think
didn't know
the
where to find
quality of it
image
isn't great
HD.
though. I think I have seen them.
Well, they had
yeah.
really HD quality ones, which is why I asked if I could buy them. They said no, these are going to RDA, and I was like, ugh, frustrating.
Like, what if I don't want him to sign it?
Yeah. I already had a signature. I just wanted the picture, so
I know.
I got you a signature. It's okay. He knows you exist.
I know you told him about me, and then he put bless on the signature.
Bless.
Yeah.
Yeah, go tell him, and by tell him I mean Sam, nouns and ages in there, please. Just staring at the picture, crying. That's what I would do.
Yeah. It's the only thing she has.
And to be here with him, and it's not him.
It's
Yeah.
such
That
a
would be
bizarre, great idea.
Heartbreaking.
It
Yeah.
would be heartbreaking.
This is the kind of love story that I love in my books and in my TV shows and movies. I love the crazy,
Like a slow burn?
yeah, but slow burns, but ones that have loads of wacky things thrown in that are like impossible in the real world, that make them this epic, wonderful adventure in sci-fi fantasy. You know, like this is what a twisted situation this is, and I love it. It's so fascinating.
It's true.
Like if this happens in a book I'm reading, I'm like, oh, it just got juicy.
I'm
like, can't put it down now. This blew my mind when I was a kid, just want to say.
Were you already a shipper at that point?
Oh yeah, I hadn't seen this season. I had no idea this had even happened. I didn't know I was missing a kiss. I'd seen season 8 by this point, so.
Yeah. God, I was a shipper right from the word go.
Oh, same.
The arm
same.
rest, like the arm wrestle comment.
One of my first episodes I ever saw was Entity, so I was hardcore shipper by this point.
Yep.
All he knows now, he's like, oh, I don't know how to deal with this.
Yeah, he's trying to like make sense of it all.
Can we just appreciate not politics, notice politics, the beginning of it, when Daniel says they were married and he's like, excuse me? It's like, it's happened
It was just
twice
like
now.
he makes it such a passing comment, but like it
Yeah.
has so much weight to it.
His eyes were like, oh my God. I love that consistently in like so many realities, majority of the time these two are together. So it's like soulmate level energy. I want to cry. I'm so happy. This is great. I'm having a great time, guys.
Sorry,
like
if I'm
blushing.
silent, it's because I'm like letting this just wash over me.
Yeah, I'm trying to fill something with something, but I just want to watch. So good.
They've been married for a year.
First married anniversary. How long were they together? Oh, my heart.
Interesting necklace.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, Jack's comment here is great. This is something that I would say. Yeah, probably.
He tries to
probably
make
a
a
bit
light of it with a
chilly.
joke.
Yeah.
Cold
so
by
good.
now.
It's so good. I can quite like most of this episode, and it's actually disturbing.
Why?
It's just I've seen
Why
it so
do you
many
think it's
times.
disturbing? Oh, well, you know, but good story.
Yeah. they've managed to do the romance of these two friends and colleagues who there's a bit more, and they've managed to like do it in a way that makes it really believable without ruining the core team dynamic in any way. You know, they've done a great job.
And the Air Force was
upsetting
watching
the Air
them
Force
like
either.
a hawk
Yeah,
over this too,
without
because they're
upsetting the
like,
Air
you
Force.
can't, you know. But there's what if it's a civilian Santa? They're like, yeah, okay, we have no problem with that.
Yeah, brilliant workaround. What a fantastic workaround.
Yeah.
They're just gonna say come in.
And it's his first come here.
We both knew it was the first come in.
Well,
I
it's
love
such
when
a
he says
simple
commit.
statement, but like it
He always does
literally
it.
is like a cornerstone of their complicated relationship.
Look at that ring. That's
like,
a pretty nice ring as well. Like look at you, Jack. You spoiling her.
And I think Nicole would agree with me here. Like, I love to compare this hug to the one from Heroes.
That's exactly.
Because he looks kind of awkward and confused here, but he like completely melts into the hug in Heroes because he like drops his head to her shoulder.
This conversation is so good.
I know. It's
like, what do I
do?
do?
Like, it's so important.
Literally.
I think
it's like he's suddenly seeing her
Jack's really beginning to see her in a different light now.
Yeah, like he already had like a vibe and like a mini crush. He's just trying to kind of stamp down.
Well, he's
but now it's
what
like
an
it's
alternate
out.
version of her might feel. So he's like, well,
yeah.
all kinds of things are running through his head at this point.
It's brilliant.
Yeah.
So, and to be frank, Rick did not like these kinds of episodes.
No, I know. I heard about that, but that's not, because he didn't like the romance or relationship.
No, but it was like he didn't like time travel. He didn't like alternate reality stuff, and he was just not crazy about it because it like hurt his brain. So he didn't appreciate. Rick is not a sci-fi fan.
No,
he's an Indiana Jones fan.
I just want to appreciate that moment as well
buddy.
for a second, which is the fact that he was like, what do you think of this? She goes, do you have a couple hours? He goes, sure, yeah. Like he's actually
like he was
asking for more.
voluntarily agreeing to like a 2+ hour conversation about feelings.
And then she's like, that was the answer. I'm kidding. I'm doing the thing that we usually do. And he's like, oh yeah. Entropic cascade failure.
What a cool effect.
It is cool.
It
doesn't even look like it doesn't look massively dog poo like all the other episodes. When I say dog, it means dog poo, but I say dog.
Oh, okay. So we only really see the devastating effects of entropic cascade failure in this episode, even though we experience reality jumping in other episodes.
Yeah.
Like in 1969, for example, because technically all 4 members of SG1 would have been present at that time, but they didn't experience any ill effects. And of course, also there's ripple effect in season 9.
This is a good shot. Sorry, I got to say that.
Dr. Lee did theorize, I think, that
they're close enough to a reality.
They were closer together. So
yeah.
Dr. Carter says this reality was one of only a handful not overrun by the Gore Wolves. So perhaps that kind of indicates how far apart these realities were in this episode.
I just like the fact that in that shot they had them hold hands, which is such a hard thing, I imagine, to like shoot because you've got to get everything to line up and have the actors standing
there on the off screen. This is
like
one of the few times we see Janet in Scrubs too.
Yeah, we don't see her often, do we? I'll let you sitting there just drawing his little doodle, being like, I'm so stressed. It's great.
The grand scheme of things. Catherine.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Your comment, by the way, on Rick being more of an Indiana Jones type, I think that kind of balances out SG1 to make it more like, friendly to new audiences who aren't huge on science fiction.
Yep.
I think by having that balance was like genius and really worked. So picking Rick having Rick come in and do it was amazing.
He wanted the show to be more accessible.
And he crushed it. This is why I struggle with Star Trek, because I like sci-fi. I'm not like that. I'm more like this,
You like your
grounded in
sci-fi with
reality.
like, yeah.
Yeah.
Let's just hope that all their connector pins and their computers in that reality are similar enough to ours.
Yes.
Not to mention the language,
making
the
a lot of
language.
Assumptions.
Yeah.
So I don't know if this is if it's a goof as such, but in a minute or so, when the Carters are repairing Jack's like power source from the 5th race, they say that it was designed by the Asgard, but it wasn't. It was designed using the ancients' knowledge. So I'm not sure if I'm missing something or if it's just a goof.
It's a goof.
I was gonna say. Oh,
He like winced at that.
Yeah.
Like hit him right in the
it's
feels.
kind of cringy the way that he kind of says it, because it felt kind of forced in to kind of create this reaction in the script. But I'm so glad he said it, because both their reactions to each other in that moment is iconic. I think about it all the time.
Well, I mean, it also hit Jack in like more than one way, because he's also lost Kowalski. And yeah.
Man's watching out for his wife still. It's beautiful.
Yeah, fiercely protective, as you would be.
I just love it. This is the second time they're married in another reality. Like they've had contact with two realities. And but they're in like they've got marital statuses, you know, connected in both realities that they've had connection to. Like that's hilarious to me.
They would have got together if the two Stargate programs, like the one in, you know, like quote unquote our world and the alternate reality, had been running for the same length of time, they got engaged quickly.
They did. They fell in love super fast. It was definitely that, like, you know, I'm sure they had some sort of similar argument as the like, oh, where's he transferring from? She is transferring from the Pentagon.
Yes.
Like,
yes.
They had a similar one, with a similar like eye sexual tension with all that staring and glaring. You know, easy.
Liquid Naquita.
Beautiful.
Yeah, so the Asgard didn't design this, sweetie.
Nope.
So glad Jack's in this room right now.
Roswell Gray.
I love that he says that, because like the Roswell Greys like originated from the Asgard visiting us. So cool.
Exactly.
Yep. Catherine Powers was none too happy with that. That was not her idea, even though she wrote those episodes.
Really?
She claimed to have had an experience with little gray men, and they were very evil.
Oh.
And she's like, nah, this is, trust me, from my own personal experience, no. This is not the way to go. And she was overruled.
Well, I think it was a cool idea. And, you know, make a positive out of a negative,
it's a cool
I guess,
tie-in.
is what I would try and do personally.
Cool effect.
I really don't like the controller. This really bothers me. Because it's like you might get one that's really close in like every single way, like the her being a captain in one of the realities.
Yeah, there's no precision to it.
Yeah, how do you know that you're being precise enough that you've gone to the right place? And also there's like an infinite number.
Yeah, he tells him to like dial in smaller increments, but how could you even possibly do
on that?
Yeah.
Yeah, and there's an infinite number of universes. What happens when you accidentally slam it to like 1 billion possibilities away? It's just I can't get my head around this device being controlling that and working that way. I wish the bottom round bit that like you hold on to was actually a little dial that you could turn.
Well, I mean, how do we know that they even returned to the correct
There's
reality?
no way of knowing.
That's
There
what
could
I
have been
mean.
millions of SGCs going on millions of these missions.
Yes.
Just because they went through in this reality doesn't mean that other Kowalskis and Carters didn't go through to do the exact same thing in other realities.
Yes.
So
imagine if the show did an insane thing where like they went back to the wrong reality for a while and no one figured it out for like an entire like half season of Stargate. And then when they figured it out, they had to like find a way to go back and then recap what happened in the other reality. That'd have been a crazy concept.
Sam is about to reference Learning Curve.
Mm-hmm. Techie stuff.
Yeah.
About our new generator.
Love it. Love this. I keep having them interact with each other. It's like, man.
Yep.
Struggle in the you know, when they're actually putting it all together.
I love when they turn the quantum mirror off, you know, and they turn it back on. They have to find it. Doesn't default to the same. It would like they give me a break. They have to find it again. How do you do that?
Yeah, no, it always bothers me. Always bothers me. That's the only thing that bothers me.
Did they put like a long combination of numbers on that are visible on the other side so that they can match the numbers and go back?
See, that's perfect. That would be a perfect thing.
Or like a barcode or something.
Yeah, but then like how many other realities also made that same barcode? You know,
that's
like,
the thing. You have no way of knowing.
Yeah, you
Unless they
almost
use
need
some
like,
kind of quantum device that would definitively make their own combination that they could point to.
Yeah.
We're going way too geeky with this. All right.
We
No,
have
I
a good
am.
time.
Yeah. The other thing that frustrates me is if Teal can survive over there for 48 hours, so can our Sam.
Exactly.
But
Yeah.
it's probably a
you can't hear
cost-cutting
this-
thing.
You can't hear the siren.
I feel like maybe at the beginning of the episode, the reason they had the sounds coming through was so that we could hear it.
Correct.
I feel like
Yeah.
It was
I
just,
feel like
it was
a
just to
silly
create an
goof.
atmosphere, but
yeah,
yeah.
but I wish they had some like what's the term I'm trying to find? I wish that they had the same thing throughout, where you couldn't hear it in one space but could hear it when you got there, kind of thing. I wish it was consistent. That's the word I'm looking for. Oh, I love when this guy pops back. He's like, what?
Did I see something?
Scares me.
But he doesn't actually walk in to have a look.
Nope.
So it's like an NPC, like enemy in like a video game, just being like, oh, it must have been the wind.
No
you know?
aggro.
Yeah.
No aggro.
Yes, exactly.
No
I'm
aggro
just
on me.
seeing
No, not
something.
today.
They
got
do
something in my
such
eye.
a good job with redressing this set. Like the
Oh,
gate
yeah,
room
an amazing
looks like
job.
the gate room from the feature film. It has the exact same light ambience. Like
Yeah.
it looks like that we've stepped into the gate room from the feature.
So a moment to appreciate in advance Tilk and Apophis's facial hair.
Yes.
So I think I saw somewhere that the decision to have alternate reality Tilk and Apophis with goatees was a nod to the Star Trek episode Mirror Mirror, in which
Correct.
Spock's Mirror Universe counterpart had a goatee.
Yep.
It's quite funny.
Cool. I love seeing Major Davis with a goatee later on as well.
That's right.
No, actually, he has a mustache, doesn't
It's
he?
a
He has
mustache.
Yeah,
in the-
Yeah, that was going to be one of my trivia questions if it came through.
It's in Mobius, isn't it? No.
Yeah, it is
Yes.
Mobius. That
Yeah,
is the answer.
exactly.
Yep.
And he's
Evie, you
wearing.
got it. You won trivia.
Apophis is wearing Skara's like sash or whatever it was.
Oh,
yeah.
Yes, you're totally right.
Never noticed that before.
gold.
Look at you. See, look at this, right? I've seen this episode 1,000 times. You just given me something new that I didn't know.
There
Look at
you
that.
go.
Jed Ted said you need a stylus to use the mirror remote. Yeah, you need something really precise because your
Yeah,
finger's
exactly.
not doing that.
Nope. I love the lighting in this episode. I always
Yeah.
have.
Yeah, I love the way they made it all look like, messed up without really damaging the set or anything.
So Tilk baiting himself. I like to call
brilliant.
this the old pin down the twin technique.
Pin down the twin. Tilk never really wears this outfit,
No.
like ever. This is like the one. This is a very different one for him. Hello.
It's kind of messed up. The only way to beat Entropic Cascade failure is to kill yourself.
But wasn't it they weren't going to kill him? They were just going to zat him, and Tilk's like,
They were
"Nah."
just going to zat him, and
this
he's just
guy's
like,
the
"No, I know me
worst."
too much."
Yep,
Yeah.
exactly. I
no way he's
am
getting
am
back
not
now.
going to let me live.
No, that's kind of brutal. He just killed himself.
Yeah.
You know?
Nope.
I think it's in a way because Tilk doesn't fully understand the alternate reality thing still. See, look here.
Yeah.
Or he has his own.
This
views
always
on
bothered
it.
me. Ours is the only reality of consequence. I really hate that because it's not the only reality of consequence. There's an
No,
infinite
they all
amount.
have equal importance.
Well, but
like
then
that-
it breaks. It breaks the reason to have our show. You know.
Yeah.
Yeah, I know.
Agreed.
Yeah, but sadly they had other realities, so they are all equally important. But obviously our show's more because we care about the ones we actually know.
Correct.
But I always find it funny the way that Jack and Daniel look at each other there because they're like, oh dear.
yeah.
So maybe we shouldn't have brought him with us.
Exactly.
Not great.
Well, I love how they remembered to pack the flavor saver for Tilk, like to use in this alternate reality. It's great.
Yeah.
This is a great moment from the show. He finally asks,
Yes.
"What does Cree
finally,
mean?"
Cree.
Def-
Yeah.
Finally,
You
the
can't take it anymore.
definition of Cree.
Lockwatcher made what I'm assuming is a joke. It's right. It's so silly. Lockwatcher said they had to put a wig on the set to make it look like an alternate reality. This is, oh, that's so bad. It's so good. Yeah, look, see all the corridors, all the damage, that is actually facial hair. That is the Stargate Command's facial hair drooping down through. Because this is an episode where everyone's got added hair and wigs in order to make it look
exactly.
different,
So I made that joke in the social media post.
You did.
Look at this handheld. That was so cool.
That was really cool. I really enjoyed that.
Plastic explosive. Fire in the hole.
Mac Bolan's conscience said, I like Teal'c's attitude. Either you're with us or you're against us. Yeah, man did not, like, he was like, hey, look, yeah.
He's
and then
not
he was
splitting
like,
hairs.
nah.
Yeah. So we're
That's
about
funny,
to see
Evie.
the rod of anguish for the first time.
Oh, yeah.
Yes,
Oh
absolutely.
my
Right here.
God.
And this is also the third and final episode in which Don S. Davis and Peter Williams share a scene.
Wow. Oh.
That's right.
Telepophis or Killapophis?
Hell, Apophis.
No, I know, I'm joking. I'm making a bad joke. Every time I hear it, I always think kill.
And I think we just missed something. I think my notes are out of order. When Daniel was dialing through the alternate realities before, wasn't he? We briefly saw the beach from Nem's planet.
Yes.
Yes,
Fire
I
and
did
Water.
think that's what it was.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Which we could have gone to if things got really bad and then just gone back home.
Yeah, it's
from
not
the other
terrible.
side, as long as
Just pray he
everyone
doesn't take
came.
you.
Yeah.
Pray he doesn't take you down below into his watery lair and ask you what fate on
What
Marocco.
fate on Marocco.
And then we could do the whole fishmen debate again, guys.
Yes.
That's been a while.
Maybe he'll like bring them down to his lair and feed them almond rokers, and then they'll have a good laugh.
That mirror
I'd like
thing.
him to feed me almond rokers. Moving away from my fishmen thing. I just want to say I bumped into a girl at Waterstones yesterday, a bookstore in England, and she was like, I also like fishmen. And I was like, excellent. Don't ask me how it happened.
You can form a fishmen support group.
That was stock footage from There Before the Grace of God.
Yes.
And then
yeah,
you see the red
absolutely.
light flashing, and then but you cut back to us, and there's no them, and there's no red light spinning. So
Ugh.
Oh.
I'm getting
Continuity.
really excited because Kowalski is about to call out Jack for not just, dating Sam. So
Yes,
we're coming up to it, and I'm
yes.
excited.
Yes.
Kowalski,
You don't
in
really
reality,
see-
did they teach you silence?
I was going to say, you don't really
Yes.
see them being very sneaky. So it's really nice to see them being really sneaky, but then Kowalski blows it by talking too much. But I'm glad he talks, so. Thank God those helmets are really bad at seeing, because if those guys looked slightly to the left, they would have seen Daniel.
Mm-hmm.
Is that, like, who's that being captain thrown down the corridor? I
There's
could never
Nem's
tell.
planet. Okay, I
There it
jumped
is.
ahead. Yeah.
This is going to take a while. This could take forever. What if you're going the wrong direction?
Oh, here we go, guys. I love that that's his excuse. I think
Just
Evie
the
and I talked
rank.
about it
It's
before.
just the rank. That's
rank,
the only
yeah.
thing in their way.
Yeah, I think Evie and I have had numerous conversations about the fact that the only reason that Jack and Sam aren't together or haven't pursued a relationship of any kind is because of the rank situation. So
Yeah.
and that's brilliant.
So this proves that there are missions in other realities.
Yes,
that are
and there's
happening
also
right now.
this is
Yeah.
also a silly case of, the one time they have their rank properly plastered on their chest. Very convenient. Danny should have gone through, been like, hey guys, is this my reality? And then come back. That'd have been funny.
So when Sam dials the Asgard homeworld, the symbols are orientated differently than the address dialed in the fifth race.
Oh, absolutely. It's just stock footage. They didn't care. They
Yeah.
didn't
Yeah.
pay attention to a lot of those things. There we go.
This party
Transformer.
started. I've got like there, but for the grace of God, goosebumps seeing that.
Stock footage of the gate room. Lighting is incorrect. I have a lot of little problems with this, but the episode itself is great.
That's what I mean,
Yeah.
Like it's it's such a great throwback to There About the Grace of God. It's got so many, and then like the Asgard, it's got all these cool elements, and alternate realities are just fun. But sadly, with this, it's like my gripes with 1969. I have a lot of gripes with time travel episodes, but I still love them.
Oh, you're about to be found out, Tilk.
Yes.
Yeah, let her
You just
go.
gave yourself away.
There was no way around it.
Great shot.
It was I really like that shot. That was great.
Oh boy, now you must explain yourself.
Hello.
Yeah, Hammond had his arms up over his head really early.
Yep.
Just knew it was coming.
Oh.
It's like you're surprised.
Because this is what I do.
Yeah, it is what he does. He's always betraying him.
Betrayal is his middle name.
I love the way they come back into this room, and it's just, I always find this amusing, just the way they did this.
Yeah.
You've been got. The way they've got Daniel in that light, like just right there, and they're all surrounded him being like, sup.
Oh, the worst kind of surprise party.
Yeah. Isn't that the actor that's also appeared like a gazillion other times and also in Battlestar Galactica? I don't remember what his name is now.
Quite possible. All right,
We'll
we're
double-check.
leaving this up to Sam and the Asgard now. Aww. Deja vu. Who do we look like?
Feeling much better now. I love that line so much.
So good.
You're a god.
I was
Why
right.
don't you
Okay.
know?
That Jafar was Ty Olsson, who's Kelly in Battlestar Galactica, and he appears in season 9's The Fourth Horseman Part 1.
Oh.
Yeah. I recognized him, like his lower jaw. I could barely see his face. I could just see his lower jaw, and I was like, that's Ty Olsson.
Interesting. I didn't know he did that.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's a Jafar here, and he's a member of the SGC in season 9. Don't pawn him off. Don't pawn off this problem to
Supposed to have
Daniel.
your team's back.
Yeah. Help
I'll give it a
stall.
try.
Don't make Daniel stall. So that look is like, I can't believe you've done this. You're doing a bad job, man.
Rip.
Ah, boy.
Mm-hmm.
Oh,
It's
nice.
not, though. Yeah, it's Ty Olsson. Look at him. Yeah.
Oh boy. We need a just in the nick of time a plot twist at this point.
Yeah.
There we go.
We certainly do. Dying minutes of the show.
I'm glad they managed to take
Coming at the
few
last
minutes
minute and taking
out
all
of
the
their
credit.
busy war with the replicators to come and save Earth. They were like, what? We didn't know.
We'll take a recess.
Yeah.
We'll come and help Earth.
The
Cheeky
replicators
break.
are probably
Created
made out of
something.
Legos in this reality.
I'd love that. Oh my god, imagine. Oh, I'd love that so much. That is
So we're about to find out that the Asgard can reanimate the dead.
Yep.
Which is kind of cool.
Cool
Yeah.
shot.
I love Kowalski's face there. That he's got such a grin. He's like, he's so happy.
Oh,
I do
this
hate that you can
last
see the
dude.
stairs on the left where they're all clearly running down at the end.
He
That always
just made
bothers
it
me.
through.
Sure
Look at
did.
that.
With
Cowards.
the staff weapon getting cut off, does that count as like did he make it through?
Yeah.
Because that staff weapon is part
I think he
of
made
him.
it through.
So
Yeah.
isn't it things only go through in one
Yeah, it
piece?
was
So
fine.
it's like, okay. I've always wondered that.
Cool shot.
I love seeing the gate room shake. Well, sorry, the control room shake.
Yeah, all those other dead people, they've been dead for too long, so the Asgard aren't going to fix that. But they
Yeah,
can
you
fix
yeah.
Hammond.
reanimate Jack.
Gotta love those guys.
I would have really loved if they could have brought Jack back in this reality and have Sam and Jack reunite and see like the other kind of Jack that she ended up with. That would have been magical.
They even fixed his shirt.
They did.
Oh,
She loves
it's like the
giving
sarcophagus.
kisses.
Yeah.
Yeah, she does. Woo!
Wow. That
Evie's
wide
coming.
shot of Cheyenne
Thank
Mountain.
you, Thor.
Yeah, thanks, guys. Now, oh my god, this is actually such a massively awkward scene though, because everyone is
She's
watching them
watching.
make out.
Yeah.
But I love it. I'm like, yeah, watch yourself in another reality make out with the guy you like. This is what I'm living for. This is kind of stuff I
And
read in
they're
books.
they're both into it as well.
Oh, sorry, I just thought of a really awkward sexual situation. Moving on. Her.
Also, when Tilk and Daniel go through the quantum mirror, the image isn't reversed. So in
Correct.
Tilk, Tilk's right hand, so he touches it with his right hand, and then it goes to his left, and vice versa.
Yeah. Calls himself a loser here.
Yeah,
like,
he
you're
does.
not a loser.
He
You're
doesn't have
so
a lot of respect
cool.
for himself.
No, a lot of self-deprecation. This part was weird because I feel like Daniel isn't really aware of the Sam and Jack dynamic, while Tilk's always kind of
he's
been
not.
slightly aware. But like
Yeah.
Jack gives him the nudge to get out, but it's like throughout the entire show, Daniel seems so oblivious, but Tilk doesn't. And it's like that little nudge there where he's like, get out. Okay, so I'm about to lose my mind now.
Oh, jeez.
But everyone's watching, guys. Like, are you guys into this?
Turn around over there.
Yeah,
That
respect.
alternate reality you're
Yeah,
in.
shield your eyes.
Yeah. Except Sam, you watch. Amazing. This is a long kiss.
Yep.
God,
And
I hate that we cut away.
Hammond's
I want to
watching
see it.
too.
Yeah.
Yeah. I want to see all of this. Amazing.
Why, thank you.
7 chevrons,
Nope.
guys. That's a 7 chevron kiss.
That is a 7 chevron kiss for sure. It's the fact that
Whoosh.
she goes in twice for the kiss at the end, and then like strokes his hair, and you're like, excellent.
Yep.
Well, now it's like awkward. Now it's like, It's Daniel, don't watch. It's so awkward.
I guess Sam excused herself at the last moment there. Oh, there she's back.
The way Sam looks at him right at the end, she's like, this is so awkward.
Yeah.
That's not the opposite.
Sigh.
What music. Joel did a great
know.
job.
It's a great piece of music.
Yep.
So,
Such a
guys,
good
why
episode.
hadn't the quantum mirror been destroyed a year ago? Because, like, obviously, if Daniel was able to access an alternate reality, it could have been used by others to access our reality. So, isn't that a bit too risky?
1, they didn't fully believe him. 2, story reasons.
You know, I've got a very silly question. I don't know if this is a really silly question, right? But why wasn't, like, out of all the things that they stole, why wasn't Mayborn's team stealing the quantum mirror, just running over, nicking stuff from everyone, and then coming back through? Because our planet and universe would be none the wiser if Mayborn's team were running over and stealing stuff.
Nicole, it's
Right?
it's obvious. Story reasons, Nicole. Story reasons.
It would have been so good. That would have been such a good way to do
Absolutely.
it.
Yeah,
God,
I think
see,
the
maybe we
quantum
should've
mirror
hired
does play a
me.
role
Shades
in
of
some
Grey.
of the books for sure.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because
Well,
there is
it's
a lot
it's
more
a very
alternate
good
universe stuff.
plot point.
Yep.
Yeah. I love the quantum mirror. And I love Sam and Jack, shipper for life. Woo!
Point of view.